Jim. Today we're going to talk about installing a lantern post. We've already confirmed with the customer about the power being off. Safety first. Christian is now, because this is a wood post, the wires themselves with the wire nuts attached are pretty much jammed into the top, so he's using the pliers to pull them out. And if need be, these can be just cut. But we're trying to save that length of the wire. So we also noted in the direction of where the wire is coming in relationship to the hole. And that's the way we'll set our posts, because there's a hole in there in the post as well. We use a digging mat just to control the dirt, and also just to have the least amount of impact on the property. What we found in this wooden in this hole here with this wooden post, which we find unfortunately all too often, is that they used cement or concrete to secure this post for one reason or another, and it only complicates things. It shortens the life of the wood post. No wood can survive that. And it only, when you use concrete on a mail post or a lantern post, it only complicates the maintenance, the potential maintenance, having to replace it. Then you have 80 pounds of concrete ball. Then you have to, when you put the new post in, you have to replace that concrete ball void with other material that you can tamp up, like sand or other dirt. We cleared the hole out of all the concrete and got to the depth that we have to get to. And now we've opened up the box. We're going to inspect the product, make sure it's in good shape, which typically it is. Christian has opened up what we refer to as box 2. That's the accessory box. It varies from product to product. This one is a Hammond, and it has a skirt with it, which has the label, the tag on it as well. It comes with a cap, hardware and instructions, some phenol tubing to seal the screws that we screw into it. This is the touch-up paint for the AZAC or the vinyl product. What we're going to do now is we're going to set the post to confirm the height and see if that's acceptable for what we need. After that, we're going to we'll set what we call the attitude of the positioning, because it's a square post. It has to line up with the driveway or the face of the house or the street. And that's, one person will hold the post, another person will look from side to side to see if it matches. We put in a couple of scoops of dirt to hold it there, and then we start the tamping process. And what we have here is a hole that's been cut into the side of the post, and a string. Some people call it chase string. This is what you attach the wire to. That'll bring the wire up the center of the post. Always double check the top of the post to make sure the top string is secured with the tape. Alright, so we have the wire up. The wire is high enough to go up for the electrician to complete the wiring. Now what we want to do is what I call check the attitude of the post, and that's because it's square, the face has to match up with something. You either use the street, the driveway, or the house. Since in this area the street is far away, the house is far away, we'll probably use the street, and we'll get a sense of the position with the other posts as well to see if it matches up. We like to start the hole with as clean as dirt as possible. So we've established the attitude. We've put in an initial amount of dirt. I've started to tamp just to have a baseline to go to. I use a level. This is only a foot long. Some people use 2 foot long ones. I think this is quite appropriate for just doing the post work, lantern posts or mail posts. This is also a plastic one. If you use aluminum, it'll tend to mark up the post and it'll add more touch-up later on. And whenever I touch it to here and I go to tamp, I'm adding a little bit of pressure and watching the bubble. And this is one plane. And the best way to do it is try and use the same corner. Sometimes you need clean dirt on one side, sometimes you need a rock on one side, sometimes this one side is tighter than the other, and it gives you the strategy on where to put your larger rocks. As you lower the skirt, you want to listen. You get a sense that there's nothing inside the skirt that may mar the post. If there is, you either pull out and correct what the issue is with the skirt, or if it's minimal, then you can come back and use the touch-up paint supplied in the accessory box. Well, we've finished up the post. Everything is secure. Post is clean and plumb, ready to go. We have the lantern here and the tube if the electrician wants to use it, and some touch-up for the customer. We've already conferred with the customer where they wanted the lantern to be left, and it's right by the post. Sometimes they want it left up by a garage or on the front porch. It's always good to check in with the customer where they want the lantern left. We leave the lantern because we're not licensed electricians to wire that up. And so they make arrangements to handle that, and we're good to go.